we are starting to get into the last month of having the Chris Craft, the 36-foot one, inside of the water. And so what happens is, you haul out a boat and it's been in the water for a while, so we're thinking about 3 months worth of work on it. So I definitely don't want to live on land, and I definitely need a smaller boat just for smaller situations. I don't know, when I move my big Chris Craft, everything goes with it. I live on it. So a smaller vessel to do my testing on and stuff is a great idea. So me and Shitty Boats, we have this thing that I'm actually sitting underneath it. In fact, this is gonna be my bed. You see that? You see how crabby it is? Anyways, so I'm sitting inside a Bayliner that is now mine, and I have to totally gut it, and it's got a few problems on the hull, so I have to put a resin on it, and I had to repaint the whole shabeel, but the hull is actually, it's like normal wear and tear, so hopefully after painting and stuff like that, I'll just be able to go in the water. That's the hard part, and I have strong, able dudes that are able to do that. I personally don't sand. These hands do not sand. If you ever see me with a power tool, it's not a good situation. I am in trouble, or anybody around me is in trouble. But, so there's this Bayliner that needs to be painted and stuff like that. Everything needs to be gutted out in it. I'm going to give you the magical tour of where I'm going to be living for the next 3 months. And it's small, but if any of you guys knew my my land room when I wasn't out to sea, when I solely was living at the coast, you know that I lived in a space almost this big with 3 cats and a dog, so this is actually a luxury. So anyways, let me show you what I'm dealing with. So as I said, everything's going to be thrown out. I mean, absolutely everything smells. And it's cramped, but I kind of like it that way. Also, there's a water hose, and right up here, there's a thing for my cats, and they're gonna freaking love that thing. Here's a bench design I've never seen before, and all this has to be torn off, which is actually easier than it looks. So the door has a hole in it, and somebody actually left it wide open, so rain got everywhere months before I got here, so doesn't matter because everything's going to be taken apart anyway. I mean, if you can see, it's not wood rot, it's not punky, but it's black mold, so this whole panel has to be taken off. But that's okay because I know plenty of guys that can do this kind of work. Okay, so before you laugh, everything in here, again, is going to be just destroyed, so there'll actually be quite a bit of room once everything is gone. All I really need is a spot for my computer, a place to study, and for my books, and that's basically all the room I need. It's gonna be fun because I've actually never demoed my own boat before, so we get to use really cool tools that I shouldn't be using. I get to have excuses for it. Also, this refrigerator is awesome. I'm stopping right here because I hear my dog. But yeah, this refrigerator is in this really crappy Bayliner, and it's better than mine, so, you know, damn it. An old propane stove that's gotta be tossed. You don't want me using propane anyway. I'm just not very smart when it comes to things that leak gas, all that jazz. Anyway, story for a different time. This is a pump faucet, it looks like, and I'm gonna get that replaced because, you know, I can, and it's easier to just get it replaced than to pump your own water every single time that you need to use it, so blah. So yeah, garbage and more garbage. So it's a piece of shit, but you know, I've seen worse, believe it or not. Believe it or not, in a month you're not even gonna recognize any of this. This is just for documentation, just for the archives. When she's done, this is just going to show you what you can do with a boat that's been neglected. It really is quite amazing. Also, look at this head! And look at this toilet! Anybody that watches my videos religiously knows that my toilet in the Una Pentium sucks, so I am super excited. It's a really good size, too. So now we're topside, looking in beautiful Caboose. I absolutely love it here, by the way. So yep, upholstery, bullshit, that's gonna be terrible. Captain's chair's not really that bad, but I'm gonna replace it anyway. All the electronics work, and I can't wait to have my electrician just have a field day with it. He lives for stuff like this. So there's no inboard motors, they were taken out, which is fine because I'm gonna stick a little 15 outboard right here, and it's going to be slow, but it's going to work just as well. Easier to get tags on it and all that jazz anyway. As beautiful as an asthmatic donkey. So all this doesn't look too bad. As I said, all she needs is really bottom paint and get a few things sanded, so not too much work, but a lot of work if you are new to restoring boats. See, this is none of my handiwork. The person that abandoned this boat did the sanding before we got there, and did, as you can tell, a really crappy job. See how there's like a few places that need to be patched, and just general fixing uppy things that, with a little bit of elbow grease, really aren't that big of a deal at all. And I'll show you the start to finish on how to restore a boat, and especially one in this decrepit of a situation. Honestly, as long as the hull is in pretty good shape and you get a fresh new thing of paint on it, you can basically restore any boat out there. Not so much with old wood ones because of things like black mold and stuff like that, but fiberglass ones are, you know, they do have a shelf life, but if you treat them right, they're basically indestructible. Look at this, there's duct tape all along here. Oh my god. I wonder if this was this guy's first boat. Look at all this garbage. So over here, they added, obviously, the wrong coat to this boat. And you can tell he kind of figures it out right here and says, fuck it. I'm sure this is where the project ended, so believe it or not, easy work for me. So it looks like a lot of work, and honestly, it is a lot of work. Honestly, the secret is hooking up with the right people that really know what they're doing. Well-seasoned boaters are an absolute must, and friends that aren't fair weather really can make a boat shine, and really fast, like we're gonna be done in about a month. What's really actually gonna cost money is that bottom paint. Other than that, it's just hard work, dedication, and love.